guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my must-have skincare products for every day. Now these skincare products I don't just use when I'm doing my makeup. I use every day when I'm not wearing makeup. I honestly don't wear makeup unless I'm filming or I'm going to be going out and I want to wear makeup. But on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear any makeup at all. I want to say it's probably about like 3 to 4 times a week that I don't wear any makeup. I just like to really let my face breathe, especially in the summertime when it's super hot. I just don't even like to think about putting on heavy makeup. So I just like to stick to a good skincare that will really carry me through the day. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my cleanser. So if you guys have sensitive skin or have rosacea or anything that is constantly prone to being really sensitive and you really have to watch what you put on the skin, I really recommend something like Purity by Philosophy. Now, as you can see, this is completely empty and I have gone through so many of these. This is probably the 3rd one I've gone through, and I just purchased a really large one. I think it's like the 2nd to biggest one that you can get, which I think retails for like $36 or so. This one I want to say retails for 25, or maybe this one retails for 36, another one retails for 42. But I just figured, why get a small one when you should just get a bigger one since you're gonna be using so much of it. And I like to use this at night when I am wearing a full face of makeup. If I am wearing a full face of makeup, I like to go in and really cleanse my skin and wash it all off. And then in the mornings, what I like to do, if I'm not gonna be wearing makeup that day, or I know that I got off all that makeup, I like to just wash my face with water. I feel like using a cleanser twice, like in the morning and at night when you don't even wear makeup, is too much, and it's gonna strip away too much of that good layer on the skin. And I find that this is the most simple, best cleanser I've found. And I mean, especially if you go through so many of them, I think that tells you guys something. So I do believe in this one, and it has no fragrance in it, and it's very sensitive friendly. It's done really well with my rosacea. I want to say I started using it in like November or October of last year, and I've been using it ever since. I haven't changed it at all. There's some times where I kind of want to go ahead and test out new stuff, because you guys know how they always bring out the new skincare and everybody's so curious about it. But when you have such sensitive skin or you have problematic skin, I would just suggest sticking to the same thing. And if you do want to try something new, just get a little tiny sample and see how it goes. Now I want to talk about my every single day moisturizer. This is my Ultra Repair Cream. This is the First Aid Beauty one. This stuff is absolutely amazing. This has 12 ounces in it. This is another one of the bigger jars. You can definitely get it in smaller versions, but like I mentioned earlier, I like to get things in big bulks because I'm able to really use it up for longer periods of time. You can see how much it looks kind of nasty, but it's gonna take me a while to go through this, and I use this every single day. Like, that's how much I love it. It has never failed my sensitive rosacea skin. It doesn't have any fragrance in here. It's very friendly for all different types of skin. Now they also do have scented ones if you're into like vanilla. I think that's one of the scents. There's a few more, but I don't like to mess around with scents too much because my skin is one of those that as soon as you bring in something that's super strong in scent, it's gonna irritate the life out of it. So I just keep it really simple and use this. Now when I do my foundations, or when I want something super long wearing, I like to use other moisturizers. I really like to use the Tatcha water cream. This is really good and very long wearing. When I'm just doing every day, I stick to my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is the best. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about another one. And I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna mention it again because this is something that I use every single morning, and I actually have to get a new one. I have very little left. This is the 2nd one that I've purchased. This is my Cucumber Hydration Toner by SkinScript. When I used to get facials last year, I went to this lady who offered facials, and her facials were formulated around the SkinScript formula. And I found that SkinScript worked really well for me. And it was very hard for me to find them until I went online and found this website where they do sell SkinScript. Now, SkinScript is a company based in Arizona. They have really good products. The reason why I like this toner so much is because it hydrates my skin a lot, and it's very sensitive friendly. And I've noticed that ever since I started to use this toner, my skin was just kind of looking more evened out. It wasn't looking so dull, and it also was looking very just perfected, and I really like it. I noticed the difference right away. And I've been referred to so many different toners, but like I mentioned before, when you have really sensitive skin, it's not good to just mess around with it. I feel like when you find something that truly works, just stick to it and keep it moving. The next one is my Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. Now this baby is so good, and as you can see, like, it's almost finished. I literally just do 1 squirt a day, and I like to go in the morning after I do the toner. I kind of let the toner sit for a few minutes, and then I go back in with the Truth Serum and I start to just apply it everywhere on the skin. I just do 1 pump of it because I feel like that's enough. It will cover my entire face. It's very hydrating on the skin, and I find that it does such a good job of really brightening my skin and making it look so much better. I feel like sometimes I can suffer from dullness if I don't have a product in my routine that can really give it that brightening effect. And I feel like the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum has done such a good job of really brightening the skin up and really giving it its life that it needs. If you have issues with your skin and you're trying to figure out what irritates it, start to kind of remove things from your routine so you can slowly figure out what is irritating it, because I find that when my routine is simpler, I can really quickly figure out and pinpoint what I need to remove before it gets a little out of hand. And now I want to touch on my sunscreen. This is my everyday sunscreen that I have been using, and it's just super simple, quick to the point. This is the Cera Ve AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with Sunscreen. Now this is a moisturizer as well, but I always like to first use this because I just feel like my Ultra Repair Cream is really, really good, and I just feel like it really hydrates more than this does. So I like to use the sunscreen and also my Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. But the reason I started using this was because my dermatologist recommended this to me. If you have rosacea, you know that it is a struggle to find a sunscreen that can work with your skin. I've tried several sunscreens in my life, and they've caused irritation in me because of my rosacea. So I had to really find something that was gonna be great for the rosacea and not make it worse. In high school, I was actually using the Neutrogena one all the time. I used the 70 SPF every single morning of my high school career, and I loved it, and it worked so well on my skin. But once I started to get really severe rosacea, it was like, no, 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 girl, you are not effing with Neutrogena anymore. So it's really sad because I really love that one. It worked great on my skin. But now the only one that works really well is the Cera Ve one. And I find that even with the other sunscreens that I've used, I've had to go back and tweak it and be like, okay, this worked for like 3 weeks and now it's causing irritation. So I would have to go back and try something new. So I just was like, you know what, let me just ask my dermatologist. She knows my skin the best and she will be able to refer something. And it's cool because you can find this at your local drugstore without having to spend a lot of money at Sephora for some damn sunscreen. So I just constantly use this, especially when I'm not wearing any makeup and I'm just going to be barefaced. This comes with me everywhere. I apply it in the morning before I leave, and then I apply it throughout the day. When I need it again, I'm carrying this in my bag because it just needs to protect the skin, especially because I'm on antibiotics right now for my rosacea, and my skin is more sensitive to the sunlight than it would be if I wasn't on those antibiotics. So this has been my best friend. Cera Ve has some really good stuff. If you're somebody that also has very sensitive skin, rosacea prone skin, and you don't want to buy a cleanser at Sephora or anything too high end, try Cera Ve's cleansers. They're super simple, super to the point, and they will get the job done. Okay, next up is my Sephora makeup wipes. So I literally go through these probably like twice a month, honestly. I just had to purchase this one. So I have this one, and I also purchased a watermelon flavored one, which I've never tried, but I didn't want to mention that because I've never tried it. So I was only gonna mention the one that I've constantly been using, and you guys have seen me talk about this before. But if you haven't, the reason I like to get this one is because it's very soothing, it's very sensitive friendly, and it removes all of the makeup that I can see on the skin, and then I go in with cleanser and all that other stuff to remove the makeup that I cannot see, because there's still a lot of makeup left after you think you removed it with these makeup wipes. So don't think that the makeup wipes can substitute. And I must say I'm guilty of it sometimes from time to time when I go to bed super late and I'm just about to pass out and I can't even think about the thought of washing my skin, I do go in with like 3 wipes and then I'm like, okay, I'll just take care of this tomorrow. But never leave your makeup on at night. Always make sure that you remove it, even if you just use the wipes, and then tomorrow you fix things up and just really go ahead and cleanse, then do that, but never just leave the full face on. I actually used to use it. Now the next thing I want to talk about are the Sephora eye masks. So I did mention earlier that I was going to briefly talk about eye creams and all that jazz. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I do use eye cream. I don't use it every single day. Should I be using it every single day? Yes. The one that I was really enjoying for daytime was my Benefit one, but to be honest, I haven't been using it like I should. For some reason, I can't get myself to get into this routine of using eye cream every single day. I don't know what it is, and I'm like, girl, stop it, because you need to prep these under eyes for the future, and I can't get with it. So I have a little bit left of the Benefit one. Once I'm finished with that one, I will be trying the Ole Henricksen one because I've heard it's so good. It's the banana cream and everybody raves about it. So I'm hoping that once I get to it, I'm gonna fall in love to the point where I'm gonna be using it like every single day, not having to like be like, oh, I forgot to put eye cream on. So that's something that I wanted to mention. But I did want to mention these under eye little masks because I use these all the time. They sell these at Sephora. I want to say for like $3, but I constantly am buying. And the ones that I like the most are the cucumber ones because they do such a good job of kind of like really hydrating and nurturing the under eyes and depuffing them. Right now I do have a little bit of darkness, and to be honest, TMI, and I'm being like so real with you guys today, but it's almost that time of the month, and whenever it's almost that time of the month, I tend to get some darkness on my under eyes. I tend to be more tired than usual, and I'm just kind of like, oh my God. But I have to say that this is like, girl, you need to get back on your eye cream shit. I honestly like sheet masks better than like actual masking, and that's just because my skin's so sensitive that I'm scared to try new things when it comes to actually putting like product on my skin. So I'd rather do the sheet mask because I know that for me at least, the sheet masks are a little bit more sensitive friendly, especially the ones by Sephora. I just love those, and I feel like they do a good job of formulating ones that are really good for all different types of skin types. So these are like my BFF. And then the last product I want to talk about is another nighttime product I always use. And let me just show you, this one's completely empty. There's nothing left in here. I just went to Ulta and purchased another one because I was like, I need this. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, sometimes it's hard for me to dish out the money on skincare because I dish out so much money on makeup that when it comes to skincare, I'm like, oh my God, another $36, another $48 on skincare, why? But I always tell myself skincare is such a priority, and if I need to bring out the bucks for skincare, I have to, because this is prepping you for your future and for a very long-term healthy relationship with your skin. So back to the real product that we're talking about now. It's the Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream. Now this is kind of like the older sister of the Ultra Repair Cream. This is like taking shit to the next level. This is what you wear at night, and it's really good for firming the skin. It makes the skin feel so hydrated in the morning and really gives it so much life. I wake up in the morning, my skin just feels so much more plump, and it also just feels so hydrated, so rejuvenated. So I really like this, and I use this every single night because it makes such a difference to my nighttime skincare routine. So I really would recommend checking out the First Aid Beauty line, because the First Aid Beauty line has things that can just be so helpful and just super like easy products to use. It's nothing so intense. It's nothing that's going to be too harsh on the skin. Actually, before we end this video, I have one more product that I need to talk about because I literally like have this much left in here, and that's the Caudalie Grapewater spray. Super amazing, super soothing on the skin, such a good refresher through the day, especially when you're not wearing makeup, if you're gonna be working out, if you're gonna be running errands, if it's gonna be a really hot day and you just need some to constantly refresh your skin. This is what I use. This just comes so in handy, so I definitely had to mention this one. It was sitting right there and I'm like, oh wait, that's the one. So I will have everything listed down below in my description box, so that you guys can go ahead and check them out. I will also have the price down below for each one so that you guys can see kind of the price range of the products that I like to use. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to go out and get these, but these are just things that I honestly truthfully use every single day. It's good when you find things that actually work. And I just like to keep things very, very simple because I have such sensitive skin that I don't want to add too much and then it be like awful. And it's crazy because the people that have the simplest routines, like I know people that literally just use a bar of soap. That's it. That's their skincare routine. Just that. And they have beautiful skin. And then I see people that literally have endless skincare and their skin isn't the best. So I've seen it all, and I think that having like, you know, the key products that you need to complement your skin and the areas that you're trying to work on is key. But having an overflowing amount, I don't think it's worth it. Might as well just get some samples here and there and figure out what works best and then go and purchase that. So those are all the products that I want to share with you guys today. I really hope that my tips really helped you guys. If you guys have any products that you would like to share with me that are like your must-have every single day skincare products, then please go ahead and share them down below. So please go ahead and don't be shy, leave those down below. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know to continue doing these videos. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you to become a member of family here on YouTube because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos for the world. And that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.